Hey everybody, and welcome back to the vlog. Today we're going to do a little video because of a whole bunch of reasons about the Three Stooges, about YouTubers. We're going to be doing this video is going to be about YouTubers that have content concerning the mafia in New York, and and they do these videos. We want to talk about three of them because all three of these, I call them the Three Stooges. All three of these YouTubers come across on their videos as being mob experts. They're not, and we're sort of going to kind of pull their covers a little bit to show who they truly are and what they're about, and compare them to this channel. Because I worked for the mafia. I worked for the FBI. I did all these things. Well documented. I'm a well documented guy. And who are these guys? These guys have apps where they can put somebody's name in it in the computer, and it'll tell them if they were ever in a newspaper or in a newsreel and so on. That's what they do. They make their channel about that, and that's okay. That's but who would you rather hear from? A guy. Let's talk about the Three Stooges. You got this guy. Let me look at the thing. The pictures. You got this first guy, Jeff Nini, whatever. This clown over here. This guy right here. And this guy really annoys me. This sits down like, hey, talking about a sit down about mom. You don't know jack shit. In fact, this guy went on his YouTube channel. This so-called mob expert over here said he was at some ball game or something, and he had a beef with somebody, and he got up out of the out of the state out of the stadium or whatever. What do you call it when you sit down in front of the audience? He was part of the. He gets out and goes to take a leak. He meets this guy and he slaps him in his face, and he tells the story. I came out and this guy came out, hey, what's going on? And boom, he slaps me. And then the story ends. He goes, yeah, I don't know why he slapped me. Well, why didn't you fight back, Mr. Mob Guy? Huh? Why didn't you fight back? We all know the reason, the answer to that. And he actually said that on his channel. Like, well, you slapped me. And that's when it's time to fight, Mob Guy. Or didn't they teach you that in Mob 101? I don't know. So anyway, let's talk about how this guy pissed me off. So every one of these channels, sit down with Jeff, whatever his name is, the NYC Crime Spot with this guy Brett Rivera, and Darkness Underneath documentaries. Like Quentin Walker, a fucking nut. I know firsthand. I've seen with my own eyes, heard with my own ears what this guy is all about. What a nut. And what does his channel consist of? His channel consists of putting a bunch of dead mafioso guys in a collage and playing spooky music and narrating stories that people my age heard of when they were on the 6 o'clock news. We heard them all. We heard them all. So they're digging up old news stories, and he calls himself an author. He's not an author. I am a co-author. I am a real certified, bona fide, published co-author by one of the largest publishers in the world, Sun Institute. That's who I am. He's trying to tell people he's an author. He's nothing. Nobody will ever publish his book, period. He's nuts. He's an unemployed fucking nut. So let's look at what they have compared to what I got. And I'm the real fucking guy. This guy, Jeff, whatever his name is, 75,000 subscribers. How many do I have? 4,890 what? 94. And to all my 4,894 subscribers, I thank you. How is it possible he has 75,000 and I only got that? I'm the real guy. He's the guy that got bitch slapped in some stadium and made a video about it. Fucking who does that? So let me tell you, before I get into the other ones, let me tell you what this guy says. So now, all three of these channels, we all share the same viewers. My viewers will say, hey, you got to get on this guy's channel. And it did happen. It happened. I got on NYC's. I got on a couple of other ones whose names escape me. I was on a bunch of TV. I was on Sean Atwood's twice, almost 100,000 views on one of them. I was on his show twice. That was the only cool guy. It was him. So I did this video about Joey Molino, admitting to the world that I was wrong about this guy. First met him on the YouTube, and he started talking shit about Sonny Franchise. And he called him a fucking rat. Whoa, that blew my mind right there. He was anything but a rat. He spent almost 50 years in prison because he wasn't a rat. And this guy's calling him a rat. So right off the bat, my first impression of this little skinny guy was I just wanted to fucking slap the crap out of him. That's what I wanted to do. So then the more I've learned about the guy, and he was telling stories that just didn't ring true to me about law enforcement, how they work, how the U.S. attorney's offices work. And I just thought they were all bullshit, but they were all 100% true, not exaggerated. Everything that guy said was true. So now I know who he is. So what did I do? I did a video saying I was wrong about the guy. Boom. So now, as soon as I did that video, the news broke that he got caught up. He's the feds in Philadelphia Police Department are investigating him for arson of his brand new business. So he goes on YouTube like a dope and announces to the world, I think he said bought the building. I'm not sure what. Either he bought it or he rented it. It doesn't matter. He's got care, custody, and control. He leased it, whatever he did with some other guy. Then he tells everybody, I'm going to gut this building and make it the best cheesesteak fucking restaurant in Philly. 2 months later, he gutted it. It got gutted all right by fire. Fucking fire. And now they're investigating him. So I did a video, since I was an insurance fraud investigator, an SIU investigator, for 22 years. I also worked for the FBI. I know how they work, and I know how to both entities, private investigators, SIU investigators, and law enforcement work together and what they're going to do and what they're doing right now. So I did all that. Now, it doesn't matter whether Joey owns that building or not. He's the only one that's going to benefit from that place going up in smoke, because he said he was going to gut the place to make it, to renovate it. Okay? His words, not mine. So this guy, Jeff, now let me talk about Jeff. So as I said before, I get all over the place sometimes. I'm sorry, I'm old. Maybe that's why I only got less than 5,000 subscribers. So a lot of my viewers said, oh, go on this guy's show, go on that show. And they started to contact this guy, Mr. Sit Down here, Jeff. And his response to these viewers was, that guy's full of shit. I'm not having him on my channel. Then the Roy DeMeo thing broke, where we located the car after I put it in the water 50 years ago. We identified it. Big story on 2 other big YouTube channels. I mean, it was a big freaking fucking story. That's the real story. So now I guess he's going, oh, this guy must be for real. Duh. Now it's too late, because all of your viewers are my viewers, and they're telling me this guy's saying I'm full of shit. So that's why I'm pissed off at this guy, because I'm not full of shit. Never was, never will be. So now this guy, he texts me. Where's the text? On my phone, baby. On my. Okay, thank you. Beautiful assistant. So now I do the video about Joey's exposure to law enforcement being investigating him. So now this guy did a video, this guy Jeff did a video, 7 minutes, that was blowing smoke up Joey's ass. And we're only picking on Joey because he's a convicted felon, and poor Joey this. And now he doesn't. Now my narrative, I mean, my narrative and this narrative don't mix. So he's gonna contact me. This guy 5 days ago wrote this to me. Now, his narrative was, oh, poor Joey, they're only picking on him, and Joey, we're supporting you, in hopes that maybe Joey will give him an interview, maybe. I don't know. So this is the stupid thing. This is what I mean about these YouTubers and the computer and looking up everything. He goes to me, doesn't say hi, Kevin, right? This is what he says. The building is privately owned and has been owned by the same owners since 2015. Joey nor his investors own the building. They are leasing it. Well, I lease a car, okay? My name's on the registration along with the leasee. I have to pay insurance. If I set that bird thing on fire because I don't want to fucking pay the lease payments every month, that's still arson. I don't have to own it. Just like you don't have to do arson when you lease a property. Part of the lease is you got to show insurance policy that it's covered if anybody gets shot, if anybody slips and falls, if a car comes through it, it's the leasee that's responsible for the insurance. So, I mean, so this guy just set me off. Who the fuck are you to tell me who cares? Who cares? You little anyway, that's him. He's got 75,000 people he bullshitted, as far as I'm concerned. NYC Crime Spot. I'm going to go through this fast. I don't want to be here all day. NYC Crime Spot. Now, this guy is, this channel is owned and operated by a guy by the name of Brett Rivera. What does he do for a living? For real, he works at a cemetery. That's what he does. Does he have any criminal background? No, a couple of times. His claim to fame being a criminal was getting a can of spray paint and spray painting people's property with tagging it. That's what he does. That's who that guy is. Let's talk about him. I'm not going to get too far into him. So I went to New York several times with him, and we did videos, and he was supposed to come in July of 2023 because I secured 2 dive teams, Exploring with Nug and Adam Brown's Adventures, to come up with their dive equipment and their boats and everything and search for this car that was owned, that Roy DeMeo gave me back in 1974. So this guy did another video with me when I bought a underwater friggin' drone. And we tried that and the drone failed. It was too dark. I mean, the current is really bad. It's out there. Anyway, so I get the professional dive team down. He was supposed to come. He doesn't show up. I don't call him. Then we find a bone. Then we found the car, a bone. We positively identified it. I called him, hey, this is what we did. Where are you? You were supposed to be there. What's the title of his YouTube channel? NYC Crime Spot. Well, this is a crime spot. This is in your backyard in Queens. Here, why aren't you here? NYC Crime Spot? How come you're not here? I know. I guess I pissed you off because I'm a Republican. Is that what it was? Anyway, he doesn't show up. Doesn't do it. Then we find out who's in the trunk. Then this guy, NYC Crime Spot, gets on his YouTube channel and says that I'm telling this woman that it was her father in there, when actually I didn't do anything. It was a guy by the name of Thomas Steves that put that together, right? And she had to get on the channel. She blasted him. And then she blasted this guy, Quentin Walker, blasted the both of them because they were saying things that weren't true on their YouTube channel. They said things that weren't true to hurt me. That's what they did. And if you go back, you can see it all. I got all the videos on my channel. So that's that knuckle. And by the way, this guy went to his house, took his wife and spent like $400 or $500 on a dinner for him. I bought it was his wife's birthday. I took her out, a big Italian meal, a feast we had, took care of the whole bill. That's who I am. Anyway, so that's Mr. NYC Crime Spot. No, it's not. Then when I'm out there one time, now everybody knows that my girlfriend, Mary Catherine Williams, was murdered by confessed serial killer Joe Rifkin. And everybody knows that I caught him in the act. I threw him a beating. And I was on the Maury Povich show. I was all documented stuff. This guy does 2 videos, one of them when I'm in town, about Joel Rifkin, and doesn't include me in it when I was there. Go back on my channel, go in the back, you'll see me on the Maury Povich show. You'll see the whole story, the newspaper clippings that I was in, working undercover for the Suffolk County DA's office. So those are 3 or 4 things that he did not provide for his viewers. My viewers are like my customers. I make sure I give them the best content that you can only get here on this channel. What other channel will actually take its viewers to the East River and then take them underwater with scuba divers and find a car that I put there 50 years ago? Name that channel, everybody. Name it. I know what it is. The FBI informant Kevin Moore. That's the only one. Now, last but least, and I'll make this fast because this guy's just nuts. There's a channel called Darkness Underneath Documentaries. This nut is completely nuts. He's from Kansas City, lives with his mother, supported by his mother, never had a job in his life. And that's according to him. Never had a job in his life. Mother takes care of him. He lives in New York with some crazy girlfriend that's always threatening to commit suicide. And he's crazy. So when we went there in April with the submarine, I told him, hey, listen, you're welcome to come here, because he's a Roy DeMeo nut. That's Roy DeMeo's car. I don't know if they believed me or not, but as it turned out, we've proved that the car was exactly what I said it was. Proved it. So I said, you're writing a book, a manuscript. He's trying to get this book published about this guy, Roy DeMeo, which it'll never happen because you could see him. Give me his picture with the. You could see that he's nuts. I mean, anyone that would put a picture like this on there, I don't know if you guys can see it, there's a little wiggly thing. A picture on Facebook with, is that Biden kissing him or smelling him? Or maybe both. Ugh. 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 This ain't me making this up. This is on his YouTube channel. This fucking nut. So, what did I tell the nut? Hey, nut, don't bring your crazy girlfriend there. She's not welcome to this expedition trying to find his car with this toy submarine. It wasn't really a toy, it was $3,000, this fucking thing. So he goes, yeah. I said, I want you to, this is the make, this is the model. I want you to get on the internet. I want you to know how this thing works when we get there. That's your job. And while you're there, I don't want any distractions from this crazy woman calling. That's the deal. Sure enough, he goes there. He doesn't know anything about that. He's Googling it now, wasting my time. I only had 3 days there. I flew in from California. He's pissing me off. He's pissing me off. And anyway, I was in a restaurant. And, oh, this is what he does. So this drone doesn't work. So he gets on the internet. We dropped him off at the subway. He lived in Brooklyn. We dropped him off, got rid of his ass. And I'm asking this guy, Brett, who seems like a logical, good guy, hey, what the fuck why am I dealing with this? Why are you dealing? Oh, he's just a good guy. He's just a little crazy. This fucking guy's nuts. So then I'm eating in a restaurant. Then Brett goes, oh shit, guess what he just did? What? He went online and told everyone that the drone didn't work. Now, that just didn't work that day. We did get the thing working. The drone didn't work, and that the whole thing was, he's telling everybody, all my viewers, meanwhile, I spent thousands of dollars on airfare, hotel accommodations, rent a car, all of this money that I'm spending, and he's telling everybody it was a fail. That was it. That set me off. I got on the phone and fucking blasting him. Anyway, that guy's got 11,000 subscribers. That nut. So anyway, why did Kevin Moore decide to become a YouTuber? I know why, because the rights reverted back from my book to me and the author. And I knew by having a YouTube channel, it was only a matter of time before I got another movie deal. And what is this stuff? Never mind. I was right that a production company and studio saw it. This contract, which is 32 pages, was written up. Look, it's still going. April 2nd of this year. Big. Six-figure contract. And I don't want to talk about what studio it is. Find that the $100,000 thing. The mom wants 10 grand. So anyway, so I got this movie contract. So they're going to pay me 10 grand for extension program payment, then 100. My life story. Plus, there's a whole bunch of other things. They want to do not one, but 3 feature films. They want to do a TV show. They want to do all this. So then that happened on a Monday. I got a call from the producer. Then on the next Monday, you get this contract. It says my address on it. From Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is doing a new television show called, was it Untitled Hollywood? Called Untitled Hollywood Stories. And they want to do my life. They want to, I think I'm launching, I think I'm going to be the first episode, first season, which is going to come out in October. And it's going to be on HBO Max and the Discovery Channel. I already shot the whole segment. It's cool. So I'm getting more notoriety now. All because of this channel. So that's why I did it. But still, it's kind of insulting why these 3 stooges over here get all these damn friggin' subscribers. And I know. But that's okay. Because they don't have this. They don't have that. Bam. They don't have it. Because then they're fucking nobodies. They're nobodies. And so anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention on how, I don't know if these guys are jealous. I don't know what kind of people these are anymore. I'm 70 years old. We didn't have people like this that you know, I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention to what's going on. I think I talked too much. And I just wanted to let you guys know how I feel about all this. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Now that you know that these other guys are just a bunch of phonies. When you hear stories from me, they're coming from me. I was there. I saw it, I heard it, and in some cases I felt it. All the murders, everything. It's not secondhand from some newspaper or some newsreel that happened 50 years ago. You're getting it straight from the horse's mouth. I'll see you, and I hope like and subscribe, because that's what I'm really getting upset over here. Like, subscribe, and I'm sorry if I rambled on a little bit too much. I'll see you guys on the next one.